Hi everyone, this is Karen. In this video I'm going to show you how I'm going to create some text to put on my running pants using the new Flex iron-on neon material from Cricut. I'm going to be using the text running to get slim, but I'm going to do that in 3 separate parts because I'm going to use them differently. But I'm going to start with the word running. I'm going to change the font to Impact. Scroll down a ways until I find Impact. So there's my word running. I'm going to now add the word slim, which I want in the same font. So since it's already selected, it's done for me. Then I'm going to add the words to get. And that I'm going to change to another font, which is called Very Berry, which will be way down at the bottom since it starts with the letter V. And there it is. Running, I'm going to make this pink, bright pink. The word slim will also be bright pink. And to get will be green. Those are the colors of iron-on I'll be using. If I don't like the look of this green, I realize this is just in here, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to use this anyway. Okay, so there. So running is going to be about 11 and a half inches wide. So, and then the word slim will be underneath. This will be larger, but they'll be moved together. So I'm going to ungroup the word slim, and I'll be moving them closer together, just about touching, as close as possible. And then I'm just going to select all of that and align that to the top. And then the same thing with the word running. I'm going to ungroup so that all my letters are separate and move them closer to each other so that they're practically touching. And I'll select the word running and align all those letters to the top. And the only thing I could do is move slim up a little bit closer to running. Not quite as close as that. That's better. And then I will also ungroup the letters in to get and move those closer together. And the same with the word to. I'll move that closer together. And then I'm going to weld to in the layers panel, and I will weld get. So now the only thing is this word, which is all, I'm going to group this, and I'm going to make this skinnier. So I'm going to unlock that, make this word look slimmer. So I'm going to group the word running together as well. And then I'm going to unlock this and make this look a bit chunkier. Bring slim back up closer. and then align the two of those to the right. And then the word get will sit over here, and the word to will sit over here. But I'm going to be overlapping that on top of the word running. So now I'm going to move to get away again. I'm going to attach these first because I want them to cut together. It can be a little bit wider. And then the word get over here, and then the word to over here. Bring that to the front so I can see how it's going to look. Oops. There. Running to get slim. I'm also going to attach to and get so that they print exactly the way I have them there. And that's ready to go. So there's my green mat. First I'm going to mirror this because it's an iron-on product. I'm going to do that right away for the pink layer as well, so I don't forget. I'll go back to the green. I have my mats ready. I don't have the firm grip mats because my Michaels don't carry them. So what I've done is I've placed the material on the mat and I've attached it with masking tape to make sure it doesn't move around. And then I'll click go. Now I have my dial set to vinyl because I find that my machine cuts too deeply if I use the iron-on neon setting in custom. Vinyl works better for my machine. That's something that you should always do when you're working with a new material. You should always do a test cut with a small design to make sure you know what settings you should use. And now pink layer. Okay, so that is done now. Just click finish in the software. And I can turn the machine off. So now I'm going to remove my pieces from the mats and weed all of this. If you use masking tape, be sure to take it off carefully so that you're not pulling the iron-on material away. Because it's a shame to waste this material. There we go. And so my design has cut here. I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to cut that away. And I'm just going to weed my pieces. So this stuff pulls away very easily, leaving the letters in your design. Stuff is a little bit rubbery, sort of like, I don't know, like a thick balloon. There. the backing itself is sticky. That makes it easier to work with on your material once you're pressing it. It's very easy to weed. There's that part. And then I have this bigger part. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my trimmer. Look at it to see where it's cut, and you can see that here on this side. Waste as little as possible. And here there's actually still a chunky piece that can be used later. So I'll cut this away as well. The good thing about this stuff is that it doesn't rip too easily. So it's very easy to weed. I think there's only the inside of the R on this that needs to be pulled out. Right, so there, and then this will sit on top over here. Show you what that's going to look like on the leg of my running shorts. This is the back, and this is my left leg, and that's where I want to put it. And when you put it on your left leg, you want to make sure, well, whatever leg you put it on, you want to make sure that it's going to look correct when the person is sitting down. So if I were sitting, this is the part that you would see to read. Let's see. Let me just double check that. That's right. So you would put it this way. Like that on the leg. Okay, so I'm going to go and iron that on and show you how that's done. Okay, so to be sure that I have the pants the way I want them, this is how they would be straight on, okay? And then you just take them in half, the way you would press pants. And now you know that you've got your half over here that you want. You want the leg like that. So I'm going to place this down over here. I've been placing this on my pant leg, and there's a seam right down that middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a part running and slim. So that I don't have words on the seam. And then I'll put running up here, slim down here, a little bit further down, and then I'll put the rest of it there. So, I'm using parchment paper to cover this up. I'm going to do this top part first. I'll keep it up first. So there's running. And I'm going to hold this down. I'm just applying a bit of pressure, not that much. And I'm just going to check, because if it gets too dark, it means my iron is too hot. It's looking okay. There we go. That's all nice and attached. Now I'm going to straighten out the leg a little bit more. And I'm only going to work on the bottom part because I don't want to press that crooked. I don't want to press it so that it has a crease in it. Then I'll put down the word slim so that it meets up with the end of the word running. And I'm only heating the word slim. And in this case, I'm not going to need to move because the iron covers the whole word. You can hear people talking outside because I'm beside an open window. Okay. Supposed to wait about 5 seconds before pulling that away. That's good too. This is working beautifully. Now I'm going to place to get on here. And that's going to be going over the seam a little bit. I just don't want to get any creases in there. Okay, so I'm just going to flatten this down. And I'll work on that part. So there's no problem overlapping this product. It will stay adhered without a problem. So I'll let that heat up a good 10 seconds. And make sure I'm keeping the iron over the material, over the iron-on material. Okay, so that should be good. Perfect. That was a little bit loose there, but I'm just going to go over that a little bit again. It's just that T. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to put this on and show you what it looks like.